today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Arizona Cardinals. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 7 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they're going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Third out of the gun. Here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now Murray off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are we going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Throwing on first down is Allen. Flush to his right. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
1st and 10.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Operating from the red zone now. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he finds Montgomery complete. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. John Ross, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Murray caught on the right side by Jones. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
A gain of 40.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. A slant to Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
The 3-yard line.
Here's McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Murray got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
To number 89.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
The score.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
To kick off.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. first down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Wide open receiver, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 26-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point.
At the 25-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Murray. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Titans on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Complete.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
First down, Titans.
Murray now on first down. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
A loss of 6 yards.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Titans on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Murray steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Flushed out right. Open man is Ross, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. With 30 more yards and another first down. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Allen. Buying time to his left. And this one's incomplete.
On the keeper.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Will Lutz set
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cards will take over first and 10. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a real...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up first and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up fourth down. On now is the Titans punter. So we reach halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've got the lead here as they start out 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week. That came at the hands of the Jacksonville Jaguars. So the shotgun snap to Allen, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have the hook up to Ross. And all the way down to the 29. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And down inside the 15 he goes. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the 1st half, and this one number 5. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Complete to number 14.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Tennessee.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Javon Kinlaw able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete.
Murray's pass forced to the ground and incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. He's got his man on the crossing route.
That's good.
Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Allen now on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. That's caught by Montgomery. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Throwing again on second down. Allen. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Dexter Lawrence. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Throwing is Allen on third. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. John Ross, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cards continue to pour it on. They took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there.
Wide receiver, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Zach Ertz. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And that touchdown there, it's not going to get them a win. It makes things, though, a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Tennessee score.
17.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On second down, it's Peters, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Murray now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Complete to number 8.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
First down, Titans.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
First down, Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
52.
Throwing again, Murray. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Now a desperation. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Dancing to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now this one is running back out of the backfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So Allen's going to look to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now at 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. Going for it all. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Allen operating from the gun to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the gun, Allen escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this real well.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now the Cardinals going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To try again after the sack, Murray. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
For the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
58.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to...
And that's caught inside the 35. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.